While the president of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, Mr. Samuel Agbeluyi, has emphasized the need for better management of Nigeria's tax system to boost the country's revenue. He was speaking at Mr. Agbeluyi disclosed this at the inauguration of the 19th chairman of the Lagos District and Society after the completion of the term of the immediate past chairman. He explained that over the past decade, the government over-relied, focused on oil revenue, which Nigeria cannot sustain itself with as a monoproduct economy. CITM president calls for sanity in the tax ecosystem to bridge the infrastructural gap in the country.
It's all about sacrifice. If you want to serve the institute, you are serving humanity as a sacrifice. So we advise them to see this as call to duty so that they can serve the institute properly.
It's a lot of work managing people, especially professionals that are very busy, that have other things occupying their time. So it's a lot of work, organizing ourselves to get things done.
With my executive that we have, to plan on the technologies that we are having today in Nigeria, because we cannot continue to get the same, get different results when we are doing the same thing the same way. So we have to do in different ways now, going about technology, going about the AI that we have now, and the different ways of meeting.
The Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Mr. Emitomi Agama, has reiterated the Commission's commitment to maintaining high standards in crypto regulations. He emphasized that the capital market regulator would not compromise its regulatory frameworks for cryptocurrencies. Lead partner of Infusion Lawyers, Senator Iheye, earlier today also emphasized the need for more collaboration between all stakeholders.
Rather than keep treating crypto, the manner Nigeria has been treating crypto, more like stigmatization, demonization, sometimes even criminalization. Let's look at embracing crypto, but without compromising standards. We will introduce anti-money laundering and policies, as well as introduce policies around countering the financing of terrorism using virtual assets. And that was the key. Really key, because at the end of the day, in 2022, precisely in May, what happened is that Nigeria, working with the National Assembly, for the first time, recognized virtual assets in the Money Laundering Act 2022, in the Terrorism Act 2022, for the first time. What this means is that going forward, when it comes to monitoring, supervision, reporting of crypto-related crimes in a country, you can be sure that you can go to the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU, to say, okay, we've had these suspicious reports, we would like to make, submit such reports to you for further investigations. So this was really helpful. And like I said earlier, we now have a steering committee. Indeed. That steering committee pools players from both private sector and public sector, including the CBN.
The stock market has sustained its bullish trend, responding to record-breaking financials of some big banks. The index of the market, measuring price movement, kicked upwards by 0.23% to stress values addition on investment. The top traders at the exchange was Flour Mills, almost grabbed 10% gains on deals. Capital Aviation, ETI, RT Briscoe, and UPDC were top traders. Downside traders with losses included Dar Communications, Deep Capital, PZ Custodian Insurance, and MC Nichols. And wrapping up business news, crude oil prices gained today as the market eyed U.S. output concerns in the aftermath of Hurricane Francine and expectations of lower U.S. crude stockpiles. Now, U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude sells for $70.24 with an uptick of 0.21%. Brent also experienced an its mix is down $72.75 per barrel. Bonnie Light sells for $78.62 with a price decline of 2.84%, and OPEC basket crude dealers offer $72.42 with an upward margin of 2.23%. That's business. Next is sports. Good evening.
The Edo governorship election is here, and TVC News is your go-to source for all the election action. As Governor Godwin Obaseki steps down, the race hots up for his successor. 3 top contenders for 1 seat: Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party, Asuo Ighodalo of the PDP, and Monday Okpebolo of the APC. As the contenders make their case and the voters make their choices, who will emerge winner as Edo decides? Stay tuned to TVC News for live coverage, in-depth analysis.
Ademola Lawrence,
Theophilus Elama,
Sarah Ayeku,
Ikenna Amechi,
Joseph Kumbo,
Solomon Ajiziogo,
Uche Okoro, TVC News.
And the latest updates as the results come in.
TVC News, first with breaking news.
Meanwhile, for early kickoff in the UEFA Champions League, Juventus defeated PSV Eindhoven by 3-1 with goals from Kenan Yildiz, Weston McKennie and Nicolas Gonzalez, while for English side Aston Villa, they earned a 3-0 win at Young Boys with Yuri Tillemans, Jacob Ramsey and Amadou Onana getting the goals for the Aston Villa side. Now to football transfer, where French midfielder Adrien Rabiot has joined French Ligue 1 club Olympique Marseille as a free agent. Rabiot has been without the club since leaving Italian side Juventus in July. The 29-year-old won the Scudetto during his maiden campaign in Turin and went on to win 2 Italian Cups and 1 Italian Super Cup with the Old Ladies. Rabiot featured 5 times at Euro 2024 Championship as France reached the semi-finals. Olympique Marseille sits second in the Ligue 1 after picking up 10 points from their opening 4 games under new manager Roberto De Zerbi. And on the continent, the Confederation of African Football have confirmed the 8 African Nations Championships will be held from February 1st to 28th, 2025 in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. The biannual African Nations Championships is restricted to locally based players, ruling out big-name footballers who move to Europe. It will be the first time East Africa hosts a continental football competition for national teams and will serve as a precursor to the 3 nations hosting the 2027 African Cup of Nations. Qualifying matches for the 19-team tournament will start on October 25th and end in December 2024. Senegal won the last edition of the tournament in 2023, beating host Algeria by 5-4 on penalties. On the home front, the swimming event of the 2024 National Youth Games has ended with host Delta State topping the medals table. They are followed by Lagos State in the final gold rush in the pool. The Lagos boys and girls quartet of Chioma Kanu, Imran Adenusi, Demilade Akombi, and Chidelu Izumba came on strong, winning silver medal in the mixed 4x50 meters relay. Akombi also added 2 gold medals from the 50 and 100 meters butterfly, while Izumba claimed 2 gold medals with a personal best time in the 50 and 100 meters freestyle. The swimmers had some parents cheering from the stands. Meanwhile, Delta topped the swimming event with a total of 13 medals, comprising of 7 gold, 3 silver and 3 bronze medals, while Lagos sits second with 10 medals overall, comprising of 4 gold, 4 silver and 2 bronze medals, and Bayelsa State are third with a total of 8 medals.
My performance was really good, and I did 2 PBs, which are my personal best, in the two freestyles, the 50 and the 100.
I think it increases my motivation to swim, and it helps me do better in training. It shows me what I need to work on and what I've really done well. I am looking forward to getting better times and yeah, improving my career.
I say thank you to Lagos State for giving me the chance at such a young age.
So a number of them go for international competitions that are better organized, that are structured. When you get in, you know what to do.
So much participation from all over Nigeria. I am so happy. We even have swimmers from Kano, from Katsina, from all over the place.
And finally, Glasgow is set to host the 2026 Commonwealth Games after a deal was backed by the Scottish government. A scaled-down version of the event featuring field sports and athletes will return to the city 12 years after it last hosted the Games. The Australian state of Victoria was originally chosen to stage the multi-sports event but withdrew as host due to rising costs. Organizers have stated the Games will come at no cost to the public purse, with funding coming from compensation paid to the Commonwealth Games Federation after the Australians pulled out. The total budget for the Games is expected to be about £114 million. And that's it on Sports Wrap. The news continues shortly.